Cub Scouts in a double parked car with the engine running. Come on. Now, Chet was connected, see, like Cicero connected. So usually I'd be looking at malicious mischief, public intoxication, disorderly conduct, maybe. But he's got the DA saying indecent exposure, calling me a sex offender. What? One little Chicago sunroof, and suddenly I'm Charles Manson? And that's where it all went off the rails. I've been paying for it ever since. That's why I'm here.
And now, put on, baby. And now, put on, baby. And now, put on, baby. And now, coming out the ghetto, gotta go for it. All they really want is more of it. In a drop top Chevy or forever. Gotta rain that money, just pour in it. Gotta bring that money, pour it in. Bring that money, pour it in. Bring that money, pour it in. Pour it in, pour it in. Bring that money, pour it in. I got a big gold bag and a bottle of gin. I'm a bad mama jammer, a bad mother. Shut your mouth, I'm about to put this down payment on the Benz. You ain't ever seen a G like me. Got a whole bunch of suckers wanna be like me. Got a whole bunch of haters can't see like me. A bunch of spectators like, what is he gonna be? How about we put on for a minute? I'm laid back and low, enjoy the show. Tell them to bring the money, we'll enjoy the shower. Put it off in the pool, I'm swimming for about an hour. Coming up the ghetto, gotta go for it. All they really want is more of it. Got a drop top Chevy on forever. Gotta rain that money, just pour it in. Tell them bring that money, pour it in. 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 Well, I do this every day.
What is up, YouTube? We finally made it to the season finale of season 1. And I must say, when I first started off, y'all was saying it's going to be a slow burn and it's going to take some time. I didn't see none of that. You know, every episode was flawless to me. Like I said, I love a great origin story. It's all good, man, right? That's where he got the name from. It's all good, man. But, you know, I got to give my praises to Vince and Peter for doing a fantastic job on this show. And a lot of people say Peter don't get enough praises like Vince. And, you know, in the credits, in the beginning credits, you see the creators, Vince Gilligan and Peter. It's in the credits, creators. And, you know, when you think of Breaking Bad universe, El Camino, first name pop up in your head is Vince Gilligan. And nothing to take away from Peter, you know what I'm saying? Because from my understanding, they're like co-creators of the show. And a lot of people telling me that Peter had a lot of writing and a lot to do with Better Call Saul. And I think someone even told me, I think Saul is his character, right? Did Peter create Saul? Is that true? Anyway, regardless, they make a fantastic tag team. The writing is phenomenal. Every episode on this show was the bomb. And I want to just give my praises to them. You know what I'm saying? They're doing a fantastic job. And this just the first season. You know what I'm saying? Just the first season. All right? I think it's like, what, 5 seasons of Saul? I think the 5th one, is it 5 or 6? I'm not sure. But I know they're making another Saul, the last season is supposed to be coming out this year. I don't know if it's 5 or 6. But anyway, it's phenomenal, man. And I just want to give my praises, my shout out to them, Vince and Peter, for doing a fantastic job. All right. On the last episode, I didn't get to talk about Mike because I was just blown away on Chuck's response to Jimmy. I was just blown away. But the scene with Mike and Nacho and that flaming fuckboy that hired Mike, I forgot his name, but he's like the biggest fuckboy in the Breaking Bad universe. And I only seen him for like, what, 5 minutes? He's more of a square than Walt. He's more a square than Howard combined. All right? This dude is a flaming fuckboy. What should I do? Should I get him the pills first? Or should I get the money first? What do I do, Mike? Mike, help me. I'm a little bitch. I don't know nothing. This is my first time being out here in the field. What do I do? I need a man to tell me what to do. Because I'm just a little bitch fuckboy.
I wonder how this is supposed to work. I mean, who goes first? You know, do I hand over the pills first? Or do they give me the money and then I hand over the pills? I mean, I guess it makes sense if we just exchanged at the same time, right? I mean, that's fair.
Mike, help me, Mike. What do I do, Mike? Oh, my God. I'm going to tell you right now. If that motherfucker was in my hood back in my day, we would have robbed that motherfucker. I'm going to be straight up with you. I would have took his shit. I would have took everything he got. I would have took his glasses, too. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. As long as he can have a mic with him. You know, if he had a mic with him, you know, I would have been standing like Nacho. He got an OG with him. Look like he don't play either. You really want to blow this deal over $20? Do you? Mike is a motherfucking OG that stand his ground, don't play no games, and he is serious as a fucking heart attack. He will blow your fucking head off if you cross him. Mike ain't for no motherfucking games. And Nacho know that. He knew that. You know what I'm saying? But you can look at that dude he working for, and you can see this motherfucker's a silly little worm. He got the spine of a fucking jellyfish. You know what I'm saying? Very naive, very wet behind the ears, very green. You know, don't have no shitting business out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I didn't see this shit with Chuck. I guess I was blinded by the space blanket shit and his disorder. And I was blinded by their brothers. And Jimmy was doing everything he can to help Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Going grocery shopping, buying them steaks, just taking care of him like a little baby. And I was just blinded by the love of two brothers, you know, and that's his little brother. And I just couldn't put that together of him tearing his little brother down because of his past. I just could not wrap my mind around that. And I didn't see it coming. And I was for sure it was that fucking Howard. All right? Because I dealt with people like Howard. And he just looked like a villain to me. You know what I'm saying? He just looked like that motherfucker in the office that's going to ride your ass. You know? And I did think that he was after Kim too. So I thought it was gonna play like that, like he was gonna try to get Kim and hit Kim, sort of like Ted and Skylar, you know. So I just didn't see that coming with Chuck. And this whole time, Chuck was the one telling Howard to not hire him. He's a buffoon. He's slipping Jimmy. He's not a real lawyer. You know, you're like a chimpanzee with a machine gun. You know, oh my God. But check this out. Y'all be honest with me. Was Chuck telling the truth? Think about it. Was he telling the truth? I mean, look at Saul on Breaking Bad. He is a scumbag lawyer. He's a scumbag. He don't give a fuck about nothing but the moolah.
That's called layering. Final step, integration. The revenues from the salon go to the owner. That's you. Your filthy drug money has been transformed into nice, clean, taxable income brought to you by a savvy investment in a thriving business.
But the reason why it hurts so bad is because that's his brother. We all know how Jimmy is, Saul is. We all know how he is. We learned that from Breaking Bad. Just coming from his brother, sabotaging him. That shit was just cold-blooded, man. That shit was cold-blooded coming from his own brother. What if Chuck would have accepted Jimmy and joined the firm and working side by side with Howard and the rest of them? We wouldn't have no Saul. We would not have a Saul. There would be no Saul Goodman. I think he would have cleaned up his act. I think he would have cut a lot of his shenanigans out. He would have never met Walt and Jesse. I mean, he would have never introduced Walt to Gus. We wouldn't have a Breaking Bad without Saul. I think that would have straightened his ass up. Because he was trying his best to please Chuck. And you know what Chuck told him? I was very, very, very proud of you when you worked in the mailroom. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but sometimes your biggest critics is your own family. I mean, your family's supposed to support you, you know, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be in your corner. But in the real world, your family is your biggest critics. And I know there's a lot of people out there in YouTube land that don't talk to some of your family members because they don't support you. You know, you got family members that say YouTube is stupid. You're wasting your time doing YouTube. Or you want to be a gamer? Oh, that's stupid. You want to be a gamer? Oh, that's stupid. That's just a waste of time. Oh, you're just so stupid. Why don't you get a real job? You know, how many times y'all heard that? You YouTubers out there. Why don't you get a real job? But anyway, we're here at the season finale. We finna check this shit out and see how it's gonna play out. I want to see how they're gonna close this shit out. So Jimmy know it was Chuck the whole time holding him back. Kim didn't have the heart to tell him. It was his own brother that was throwing a monkey wrench in his plans. And it hurts when you see the motherfucker every day that you love and be the same motherfucker that's shooting holes in the boat. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why your shit keeps sinking. And you just don't know who the fuck sinking your fucking ship. And it's your own goddamn brother that you love. Just because some motherfucker is born into your family don't mean you stay family. That's just the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Family just don't stay family. You know? That's how it is, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all, let's get to this shit. Season finale. Season 1. Episode 10. Let's see how this shit gonna play out. Love y'all.
I'm telling you, it can't be done. So you give up? Yeah, all right. That's it. Wait, what? No way. Show me that again.
Sure. You got another 20?
Screw this.
No, go on. He don't mean it. You just got out of jail. Come on. You're not going to have a drink? That'll be the day, huh?
Marco, settle down, okay? I'm in a rush. My brother's outside in the taxi. The meter's running.
What? Chuck's outside? Tell him to pull that broomstick out of his ass and get in here. I'm buying it.
No, we got no time. We're catching a plane. I came here to say goodbye. I'm moving to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Mexico, you skip bail?
New Mexico. You know, like Bugs Bunny and the Roadrunner.
Yeah, what are you going to do there?
I'm going to work at his law firm, like in the mailroom. To start, anyways.
Well,
Oh.
You just got out of jail. Now you want to go back? Because working for him, that's all that is.
I was done. You understand? I didn't beat the rap. Chuck flew in and saved my ass. It's time to make some changes.
Hey, listen to me. You're slipping Jimmy. What do you got to change, huh?
Slipping Jimmy.
It's time to grow up.
Yeah, according to who, Chuck?
The same goes for you, man. You want to spend the rest of your life on that stool? I mean, come on, Marco. Look at yourself. Right, that's him. I gotta hit it.
Jeez, his master's voice.
Really?
Oh, come on. Go outside. Tell Chuckles that you got some business here.
Marco.
Oh, come on. You gotta have one last blowout. We'll do the watch thing again. Maybe we'll pull that tar money scam we were talking about. Get some girls.
I made a promise.
Yeah, you made a promise, but it was, what do you call it? Under duress. Look, he got you out of jail, okay? But he's your brother. I mean, what else is he gonna do?
Marco, listen to me. All right, Chuck's not making me do this. He's giving me an opportunity, and I'm grabbing it.
A wise man told me one time, you hang around 10 motherfuckers that ain't shit, you gonna be number 11. Jimmy's friend want to keep the shenanigans going. Oh, I don't listen to Chuck. I don't listen to Chuck. He ain't your mama. What he gonna do? So Chuck got him a job in the mailroom, and his friend don't like it because he want to keep the shenanigans going. Oh, I had friends like that. Not now, but I had friends like that. You know what I'm saying? I always got your life like a fucking maze. You know what I'm saying? You don't know which way your life gonna go. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers are not planning for the future. They live for the moment. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that was a good move Chuck did about getting Jimmy away from this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Even though they partners, but this dude, what I tell you, you can't hold a man down without staying down with him. Let's begin.
Hey,
What's up?
just waiting to talk to Howard.
Can I ask about what?
I'm taking your advice. I'm giving the case to HHM.
Why?
The fact that Chuck doesn't want me here has something to do with it.
I'm so sorry.
Why didn't you just tell me?
I didn't want you hating your own brother.
How'd you find out? Did Kim tell you?
I figured it out on my own. It's about time, right? I brought the Sandpiper stuff with me. It's down in my car. I figured your guys could do the outreach. If any of those geezers don't want to sign with you, just give me their names. I'll talk them into it.
We owe you some money, don't we? The of counsel fee? I think we discussed 20,000. That and whatever the common fund proceeds of Sandpiper ultimately adds up to, you'll receive 20% of that. Should be a very nice payday for you when it comes.
Yep. I've got something for you, too. It's a shopping list for Chuck. I mean, he's doing better, but he still needs deliveries every day. I think he'd be
Wow.
someone else doing it.
I see.
You don't have to do it personally. It just needs to get done. It's pretty straightforward. The ice is a pain in the ass, but he needs it. I usually sneak into a motel and fill a garbage bag, but you can have whoever you hire just buy it. The most important thing is the newspapers. The New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, they're a must. There's a newsstand on Eubank that has both of them at 6 a.m., which is good because he's an early riser. The Albuquerque Journal, he gets delivered, but somebody still has to bring it in for him.
You've been doing all of this every day? For over a year?
Yes.
You'll take care of this?
Yes.
Absolutely. I'll get it done, and done right.
You sure you're all right? It's not a crime to let it out.
There's nothing to let out. Chuck's a sick man.
That's no excuse.
He's my brother. He thinks I'm a scumbag. There's nothing I can do to change that. What else is there to say?
You will become a scumbag.
Wow, that's mature.
Dalai Lama's got nothing on me. Probably won't take it off over at Kirtland right now. We would never know because it's stealthy. Still no winners? No? Here we have B4, another B. How about that? As in, before too long, we're gonna have another winner. Still no winners. No? Okay. Here it is.
The fuck wrong with him?
Oh, what are the odds? 4 B's in a row. That's B7. B as in brother. Brother. Moving on. I mean, what is it with this place? It's like living inside an easy bake oven. I mean, look out that window. It's like a soulless, radioactive George O'Keeffe hellscape out there, crawling with coral snakes and scorpions. And you ever see the movie The Hills Have Eyes? It's a documentary. God forbid your car breaks down. You have to walk 10 steps. You got a melanoma the size of a pineapple where your head used to be. So you ask why? Why? If that's how I feel, why do I live here? Why?
Excuse me? Are you going to read that number?
Yeah. I'm going to read your number. Quick question. Who here knows what a Chicago sunroof is? Anybody? You sir?
A what?
No? Okay.
A Chicago what?
Back home.
Chicago
there was this
what?
guy named Chet. Now, Chet was a real asshole. He might have owed me some money. He might have slept with my wife before she became my ex-wife. The details don't matter. Suffice it to say, I was wronged. All right, so one summer evening, I was out having a few drinks, 1 or 2, maybe 3. You get the picture. And who do I see? Chet. He drove up and he double parked outside of Dairy Queen and went in to get some soft serve. Now, Chet drove, and this will give you an idea of exactly what kind of a douchebag this guy was, drove a white pearlescent BMW 7 Series with white leather interior. So I saw that thing, and I'd had a few, like I said. And I climbed up top, and I may have defecated through the sunroof. Not my finest hour, I'll grant you that. But that's what a Chicago sunroof is, now you know. It's a real thing, I didn't make it up. Not the first person to do it, there's a name for it. Guy wanted some soft serve, I gave him some soft serve. I did not know that his children were in the back seat.
What?
There's a level of tint on the windows that I'll maintain to this day was not legal in an Illinois licensed vehicle. But somehow, that's on me, I guess. Who leaves two Cub Scouts in a double parked car with the engine running? Come on. Now, Chet was connected, see, like Cicero connected. So usually I'd be looking at malicious mischief, public intoxication, disorderly conduct, maybe. But he's got the DA saying indecent exposure. Calling me a sex offender. What? One little Chicago sunroof, and suddenly I'm Charles Manson? And that's where it all went off the rails. I've been paying for it ever since. That's why I'm here.
So he got registered as a sex offender because he shitted in a sunroof and there was two kids in the back seat. And he was charged for indecent exposure to two kids in the back seat. That's what a Chicago sunroof is? Is that what he said? What in the holy fuck? These old people is going to have nightmares until their dying day. They're going to have fucking nightmares. Only thing they want to do is win a prize. And they heard a whole story about shitting in the sunroof of a car. Oh, that's his homeboy? Oh, he went back? Y'all see what I'm talking about? He's still sitting in the same goddamn spot.
Make it 2. You got it.
Marco, you gorgeous hunk of a man. How long will you keep me waiting?
Wake up, you fat son of a bitch. Bought you a beer. To me. In the flesh.
So I'm not dark enough for you, huh?
No, I'm just saying, I don't see any color. I mean, 10 years in the desert, you should look like Anthony Quinn in Lawrence of Arabia. Turks, they pay me a golden treasure. Yet I am poor, because I am a river to my people.
Hey, I'm Irish, okay? I spend my time staying out of the sun.
Speaking of pale sons of bitches, how's your brother doing?
Chuck's fine.
Don't bring up Chuck.
You working for him?
Don't bring him up.
Sometimes.
I don't know if I could explain it to a layman. Excuse me. How's your mom?
She passed away about 3 years ago.
That's too big. It's a great lady.
Yeah.
From Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
Funeral out there?
No, it was here.
Here?
Yeah, well, we were only in town for a few days. So.
You're in town, you didn't look me up.
Chuck was in the middle of a big case,
Yeah.
and we couldn't stay around, so...
Sometimes you gotta keep your distance, man. Some people are just toxic, man.
Else?
Just keep it real.
You want anything?
Some people are just toxic. I know damn well they ain't gonna start this bullshit back up. Well, I am talking about Saul, so that's probably out the window.
You're buying, I'm selling.
Here they go. What'd I tell you? Here they go. Here they go, goddamn. The boys are back in town.
I'm sorry, buddy. No
They
offense.
back at it again.
No. Exactly. Hey, which way's he supposed to be facing?
Right. He's supposed to be facing right.
Okay, so why is this one facing left?
November 22nd, 1963, Kennedy is assassinated, right? The whole nation goes into mourning. They start naming everything in sight after him. The Mint wants in on the act. So in 64, they decide to change the Lincoln $50 into the Kennedy $50. When they design it, they put Kennedy facing right, facing east, just the way they had Lincoln. You know why? East symbolizes the dawn. That's why pretty much every grave everywhere faces east, you know, so the spirit of the dead person faces the rising sun. You know, it's a death thing, it's a burial thing. But there's one technician in the Denver Mint, right? This guy, he believed in the new frontier, Camelot, the whole deal. So the assassination just destroyed him. When he sees that coin with Kennedy facing east, facing the American past, pissed him off. He went rogue. Without telling anybody, he flipped things around so that Kennedy was facing west towards the new frontier, the future. Now, the Mint struck about 3,000 of these before they figured it out. They canned the guy. About 1,000 of them made it out into general circulation. They managed to get most of them back, melt them down, but there's still 200 plus floating around out there. What's that? I didn't catch that.
I didn't say anything.
You mind, buddy? We're having a private conversation here. This one's not in perfect condition, but on the open market, I'd say it's worth
Wind them in.
$6.
And now, put on, baby. And now, put on, baby. And now, put on, we here, baby. And now, coming out the ghetto, gotta go for it. All they really want is more of it. In a drop top Chevy or forever. Gotta rain that money, just pour it in. Gotta bring that money, pour it in. Bring that money, pour it in. Bring that money, pour it in. Pour it in, pour it in. Bring that money, pour it in. I got a big gold bag and a bottle of gin. I'm a bad mama jammer, a bad mother. Shut your mouth, I'm about to put this down payment on the Benz. You ain't ever seen a G like me. Got a whole bunch of suckers wanna be like me. Got a whole bunch of haters can't see like me. A bunch of spectators like, what is he gonna be? How about we put on for a minute? I'm laid back and low, enjoy the show. Tell them to bring the money, we'll enjoy the shower. Put it off in the pool, I'm swimming for about an hour. Coming up the ghetto, gotta go for it. All they really want is more of it. In a drop top Chevy or forever. Gotta rain that money, just pour it in. Tell them bring that money, pour it in. 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 Well, I do this every day. I be hot on the throttle when I'm pursuing the cake. Man, I pay no attention to what these losers will say. It took you that long for something I could do in a day. Took you that long for something I could do in a week. Took you that long for something I could do in my sleep. I go so hard and homie, I don't